welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell in the title, I found a nice pigmented eyeshadow for the price of £5. £5. Where are you gonna get anything better than that? And this is not fake, this is a real brand. This is a UK brand, and this is the MUA, which is Makeup Academy Professional company, and they do like eyeshadows, mascaras and lip pencils. That's where I get most of my lip pencils from. And I picked this up about 2 days ago or 3 days ago, and I was like, I need to film a video on this palette, because when I swatched this palette, I was just like, £5, please. I was like, £5, But then when I actually swatched them, I was quite like gassed about the pigments. You can see I swatched like 3 of them, but I will insert a clip of the swatches of each rose. And this is the Fire Vixen, and it comes with 15 shades. Unfortunately, the shades do not have names for them, they just have numbers 1 to 15. So I feel like the shade range of it is just beautiful. I love the pinks, I love the nude colors. Like, this is just a palette that I am obsessed with. So I'm gonna test this out for you guys. I've never tried this on my eyes, but I just want to show you guys this palette, and let's see how good it is when you actually put them on your eyes. So if you want to see how this palette works out, then definitely keep on watching. So we're gonna start just jumping into this palette. I'm very excited to see how the pigmentation of these shadows are. I have not swatched all of these shadows, so I can't tell you like my first impressions of the swatches. This is just gonna be how it is on my eyes. So yeah, so I'm just gonna dip into the shade number 5, which is this one here, and I'm gonna start it as a transition shade. Can somebody please pre how much pigment just came off, and that was from like 1 dab. Okay, so I'm just gonna start putting that on. Okay. Oh, you know what, this is coming up really nice, and it's definitely buildable and it's blendable as well, which is really nice. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going with the shade 6, which is this shade here. And we're just going to build that in where I put that colour. Oh god. The only thing I don't like about this palette that there's no black. If it just had a black or like a really dark brown, I would love this palette. Into this shade in the middle, which is 13. And focus this towards the outer V. Which is like a grey, like a dark grey. And I'm gonna put that on the outer corner of my eye. Not as dark as I expected it to be honest. Okay. A bit of disappointment with that shadow, not gonna lie. But still gonna work with it. Do this bright pink right here and see if this can do something for me in the corner. Okay, honestly, I feel like there's not a lot of variety when you're actually doing a look. Like, the palette does look like really nice, but then when you actually think about the color selection, there's not much options, because when you put them on your lid, they all kind of swatch the same color. Just kind of sad, because I do really want to have to dip into another palette, but I might have to, just so I can create some more depth to this eyeshadow. So okay, so this is where we are so far. What I'm gonna do is obviously cut a crease, because you already know I'm obsessed with my cut creases, and then I'm gonna show you how well these shimmers work. So let me cut my crease and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I've cut my crease and I'm just gonna start just jumping into this shimmer. So I'm gonna try and do 2 shimmers on the lid. So I'm gonna put one on dry and then I'm gonna show you how they look wet on the other eye. So I need to bring my mirror a bit closer. So for the inner part of my eye, I'm going to take this shimmer shade here. Let me turn it this way so you guys know. I'm going to take this shimmer shade here and put that on my inner corner. So this is how it is dry. My brush is not wet. Do you see that? Now this shows up okay dry, but let me show you how it's going to come up wet, okay? I'm just going to take my prepping spray and wet the brush, and then you're going to see the pigment on the shadow right now. Oh, jeez, I'm living for it. Okay, then I'm going to take a clean brush and then I'm going to go in with this shade here and put that on the rest of my cut crease. So I'm just going to wet the brush. Okay, so this is basically the final eye look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my wing liner on, my lashes, finish the rest of my face, and then I'll come back to you with my final thoughts on this £5 palette from MUA. Okay Jules, I'm back with the final look. So what do you guys think? I am loving this whole look together. I'm loving the eyeshadow. Like this look is just everything. I just want to give you my final thoughts obviously on this palette. Let me open it so you guys can see it a bit better so there's no flashing. I love the shimmers on this palette. Like the shimmers are amazing. The mattes show up really nice, but for some reason like they all got like different shades of pink, but like when you swatch it, well, when you put it on your eye, the colors look the same, which is kind of like a but I really feel like for £5 you definitely should get your hands on this palette. Like the shimmers just, I'm here for shimmers, that's all I can say. I'm here for the shimmers. The mattes are really good quality with the pigments. I just feel like the shade range for them when you swatch them are not the same. I definitely do feel like this palette does need a dark colour. You would think this would be a dark colour, but it doesn't really show up as dark as you expect it to be. It could do with like a dark brown, or it could do with a black in this palette. But overall, for this palette, I will give this palette a 9 out of 10, just because the shimmers just get me. And the only reason I'm not giving it a 10 is because there's not a lot of options when it comes to the colours. Obviously for me, I like my smoky, I like my dark corner eyes and all of that, but for some people this palette might just be the right palette for them. I'll definitely leave the link in the description box to this palette. You can pick it up at Superdrug for only £5. You can also get it on the MUA website. I'll leave the links to those in the description box if you are interested in purchasing this eyeshadow palette. But I don't want this video to be too long, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video on this palette. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in my next video, but until then, bye.